Alrighty folks, it's Seppo here, coming at you guys with another vlog. Today's subject is going to be me talking about Frisbee Spirit and different grips that I use for throwing different discs. We're going to start off from different grips that I use. A lot of people ask this from my previous vlog. What kind of grips do I use for sidearms? How do I pot? And stuff like that. So we're going to go through those first. Okay, so for putter, my grip is, for putting, I use pretty open split finger grip like this. I have my fingers spread in the bottom. I feel like I get a good pop out of my fingers in this grip. It feels solid. I don't tuck my front finger under the bottom here. I keep it over on the edge like this, and all my other fingers are just here laying in the bottom. It's not like I'm pushing the grip, I'm just firmly holding it here. I throw my putters, mid-ranges, fairway drivers, and a lot of the times hybrid drivers with this grip. Maybe this is a better disc for that. Yeah, it looks like I'm flipping you off, but I have my middle finger out in the middle and everything else is tucked under the disc, except when I'm actually throwing putters or mids. The index finger is not like all the way tucked in, it's a little bit on the edge. But this is the grip I use for most of my shots, only the distance drivers and rarely the hybrid drivers I throw with power grip. But this is what I started off with, and I even used to throw my distance drivers like this just a year ago when I switched. But these are the grips I use. For sidearm, I used to love the sidearm power grip like this, but I had to switch that too because I had started to get some pain here in this last joint of my index finger. So right now I've been rocking this grip for several years and I'm digging it pretty good. It's not like I'm holding them dead flat like this. I'm kind of feeding them inside the rim like that and trying to get that power grip feel kind of without power gripping it. So those are my grips that I use. Mainly what I always tell people is just to hold the disc the way that it feels natural for you. Obviously there has to be some right mechanisms in it, but just grab it the way that it feels good for you, and that's the main thing. And then I wanted to talk about disc golf, or actually Frisbee Spirit. A lot of people probably don't even know what that is or what that means, and I don't think there is really that specific of a meaning to it. But this is just something that has been, in Frisbee sports since the very beginning, and people have been talking about Frisbee Spirit. And to me, I find it pretty important to myself, and I want people to feel it and think of it as an important thing. Because to me, Frisbee Spirit means welcoming everybody into the sport, giving a good image of the sport out there to people that don't know what Frisbee sports or disc golf specifically is. Returning the discs that you found, call the number that's on the disc. Even if it doesn't have a number, and if there is a lost and found box, return it to the lost and found box. Because if you lost the disc yourself, you probably would want somebody to return your disc if you just got it and didn't put your name on it yet. And that's what Frisbee Spirit is all about, in my opinion. Being nice to everybody, just because I have played team sports all of my life. And playing individual sport, I enjoy it so much better myself because I find people to be nicer in individual sport. And we're our own referees. We don't have referees or anybody like that calling if we're OB or not. It's us players deciding for other players if we're OB or not, if it's outside the circle or not. And just have a good spirit out there. We have a lot of good examples. Kay Leviska, Kevin Jones, Eric Oakley, AJ Risley, Paul Uliberry, Paul Macbeth. They're all extremely nice people. They're nice to you, whether you're a pro player or you're out there for your first time. They might come to you and tell you a couple of tips how to get the disc fly farther or straighter. So that's what Frisbee Spirit is all about. That's something I've been passing to people that come into the sport. Remain classy, be nice, And those things you really get far in your life anyway. So keep those up, pass the word to your friends, whoever comes into the sport, and you know, all that. So thanks for watching. And by the way, important note, if you don't follow me on Instagram yet, or even if you do, please follow my stories. You know, the stories are the ones that have the circle around your profile picture, and they're all on the top of your Instagram feed. Those are stories, so that's where you update posts that only stay there for 24 hours. And there you can really follow what the players do from day-to-day basis, and that's really how you get individual ideas of the players and what kind of stuff they do, and you know, all that stuff. So follow me on Instagram at Seppo Paju, and specifically I update my story every single day, so check out my stories. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.